Hi guys! So a lot of you know me and you might probably know that I am not very good at getting up in the mornings, which obviously doesn't leave me a lot of time to get ready. So I thought I would show you my very quick early morning makeup routine, just because I know it might help some of you out, because not many of us like leaving the house for work in the morning without makeup on. I know I definitely do not. I can't do it. Can't cope with it. So I use about 5 different items in the morning just to get myself ready, and yeah, it's super quick so I can just roll out of bed and go. First of all, apologies for my hair today. It's a complete state, so I'm basically hiding it so you can't really see it. Yeah, let's get started. My absolute lifesaver in the morning is the Benefit Boing, which I absolutely love. I don't really know what shade it is, I can't remember what it's called, but I know it's the lightest shade there is. And I tend to apply this using one of the So Eco concealer brushes, which is a really good concealer brush. I find it gets into all kind of the little areas you want it to. And I'll apply this just underneath my eyes. So you can see it already brightens up those dark areas. And I'll also pop it onto any kind of blemishes. Normally I would use things like foundation first, or I would use my different primers and things, but usually in the morning I do not have time for that because, well, I probably get up about 45 minutes after my alarm clock each day, so you can imagine how well that goes. So this just goes wherever I feel there's any little blemishes, anything I just want to hide throughout the day that would normally be hidden with foundation. So I tend to apply it around my lips as well, because that adds a little bit of almost like a highlighter aspect. There we go. So it's not a completely like flawless finish as you would normally get from your foundation, but it's kind of as good as I get in the mornings. Plus I do love this one, it's got quite good coverage on it as well. So the other thing I cannot leave my house without is my browsings, because this makes my brows look amazing. They are not looking too shabby at the moment actually. The trick for me is always get them done really regularly, otherwise they can end up looking like caterpillars and I can't cope with that. I've started applying this using a NYX brush, which is the double-ended eyebrow brush. So it's got the brush on one end, which you can use to apply it with, and then you can brush it out and make it look nice and neat and things with the other end. So I don't tend to apply a lot of this simply because I have tinted brows anyway. So this is just to neaten them up, fill in any gaps or any areas that might look a bit funny if I don't have it added in. For example, I'm growing out the top of one of my brows where, well, I wasn't very good at not plucking it for a couple of years, so that's having to be fixed at the moment. So as you can see, I'm just doing this very quickly, just to keep it looking nice and neat in the mornings. Ta-da! So obviously you can take more time with this, but this is just my very quick 5-minute routine of what I do in the mornings to get ready. So the next thing, I got this through recently and I've been loving it, is my Mascara new blush, and it's in Lies. It's a cream blusher, which I really like. It's got a nice consistency to it and it's got a bit of sparkle, like a bit of highlight to it. So this I've been applying with my Real Techniques Bold makeup brush, and I do it just on the apples of my cheeks and then back slightly onto my cheekbones so it can act as a highlighter as well as a blusher, because this just gives you a little added depth in the mornings if you can't do your whole sort of contour and highlight routine, if you can't be bothered that day. So it just adds another extra dimension to your face. Okay, so I can cope without eyeliner in the mornings, I can cope without lots and lots of shadows and things. Cannot cope without mascara, because otherwise I look like I have no eyelashes. So I like using the Benefit They're Real in black. I use this pretty much every day, I think, because it is such a good one. They've obviously got the new tinted primer out, which I would definitely recommend having a look at. So I'm just going to apply this to both the top and bottom lashes just to give that really sort of wide-eyed awake look. Basically fake looking awake. Then sleep through your morning meetings and things. The last thing I tend to add is just a very sort of neutral lipstick, just to keep them popping a bit more, because without a little bit of without your lipstick they can look quite dull and boring. At least this adds a pop of colour to your face. If I'm running short of time, I tend to use my Kate Moss for Rimmel lipstick, which is a really nice sort of nudie pink colour. It's 101 and this just goes on really, really well. It's a nice creamy texture. So you can see that one's not too bright, but it still adds a little bit of colour and makes you look more put together as well. So there you have it. That's my early morning look if I'm just rolling out of bed in the morning and going out and doing some shopping, or something that doesn't require a lot of makeup, but I still want to look quite nice. Or if I'm just running late for work. So just a little bit of blusher, definitely got your brows on, and a little bit of lipstick. Sorted. Thanks for watching, guys.